Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. This is video number 2 on my HGV experience, because I'm learning to drive a HGV. And the last video that you probably saw, if you clicked on the first video, this is the second one, and if you clicked on that one and watched that one, that was recorded best part of a year ago now. So I thought I'd do another update video, just to kind of get you up to speed about where we are with everything. And don't worry, you've not missed out on anything, to be honest. When I recorded that video last time, I had done my medical and I was due to take my theory tests on both the hazard perception and the multiple choice, and the case studies actually. So I had 3 tests on the 31st of July. Today is the 27th of June, which is a Saturday, and yeah, so it was about 11 months ago, 11 months really. But I'm pleased to say that I have passed my theory and my case studies, and once I'd done that, I'd also got my tachograph as well. I'll do a couple of videos to basically explain how you get a tacho. It's very easy. I mean, it's just a form and send out a check really. So it's pretty straightforward, but that's your tachograph card. If you don't know what a tachograph card is, you can either Google it, but it's basically your driving hours card. It's just a way of digitally recording you know, where you've been, not where you've been, but the times you've been driving and working, so that you know, adhere to the working time directive, basically. So that's what your tachograph card is. So where we are at the moment is done my theories, done my medical, got my tachograph card. So really, at this point, I'd be looking to start my actual training. Now in the last video I said that I was going to go with a company, like an actual training company that do your class 1 and class 2, but I was not really in a position to spend the money on the training at that time, and still aren't now, effectively, but you know, I'd have saved up for it and done it. It's just it would have taken me quite a while. So what I thought I'd do is, off my own back, I thought I'd go and just contact a few of my local haulage companies. When I live in Great Yarmouth, and there's about, I don't know, 4 or 5 haulage companies in Yarmouth. I'm not going to mention any names at the moment because obviously, you know, sponsorship and all that. Yeah, so I spent probably most of last year looking at contacting haulage companies over the course of a few weeks. Most of them came back to me and said no, which was to be expected because, you know, I haven't really, well, I haven't got my class 2. I'm still, you know, a learner, so they would have had to pay for me to go through the training, and not every company wants that. Sometimes they just want a driver to just say, yep, I've got this, I'll do a quick assessment, yeah, you've got a job. You know, it's as simple as that really. Yeah, so I was contacting a few companies. Most of them came back and said no. Good tip actually is to write a good covering letter and send out your CV. Now, I'm not going to give any advice too much in this video because it's just an update video, so it's not going to be very long. And we'll go into more details about my experience on how I contacted companies, the kind of things I said, and of course it's unique to my situation as well. So, you know, your situation might be completely different, and your experiences will be different as well. So, just, you know, everything that I'm giving you, don't take as gospel because, you know, every haulage company is different, and of course, like I said, your situation will be different too. So, you know, take what I say with a pinch of salt, but, you know, I'm here to help other people going through the same thing at the same time. So if you've got any questions, you know, leave them down in the comments, and you know, I'll do my best to answer them for you. But yeah, I contacted a few companies. As I say, most of them came back and said no. I tried to look for hauliers that had like a training program. I know Stobart have done that in the past. I think Jack Richardson have done that in the past, possibly. Who else did it? Someone else did it as well. Fitz someone? I can't remember. But no, I thought I'd look for companies that did training, because I thought they're going to be more susceptible for me joining them, because even though I haven't got a license yet, if you know what I mean. So yeah, contacted this one company I had my eye on. I'm not going to say who they are at the moment, but yeah, after a few weeks of sending emails to this one guy who's in their training department, he said, "Yep, I had to phone him up. He never really came back to me, which is a bit strange." And said, I have to pass your CV across to the main company, because obviously their training side is a separate company as well. So he said, "Yeah, let me just send us across to management, and I'll come back to you." Never heard anything at all. So followed up with emails, followed up with phone calls, left it a couple of weeks, phoned again, sent another email, didn't get anything back. The guy was okay. He kind of gave me some information, but he never came back to me, which is kind of disappointing. So but I wasn't going to give up. I wasn't going to give up that easily. So what I did in the end, after another month or two, was I actually sent an email to a different address. So this is going directly to the company and not the training department, because I thought something ain't right here. I know companies don't come back to you, but I thought I'm gonna be a bit persistent, a bit annoying, and hopefully they'll come back to me. So I sent another email off. Different guy come back to me and said, "Can you come in for an interview?" I was like, "Yep." On Saturday morning, so I went for an interview. Drove all the way there. I wasn't going to wear a suit, but I thought, there's two reasons. One, my trousers I was going to wear didn't fit, because I'm a fat git, and they were completely someone else's trousers as well, so I had no hope in hell getting them on. And also, I then because of that, I thought to myself, it's a HGV company. They're not going to go up suited and booted, are they? I mean, you're going to go smart casual. So, pair of trousers, and I think I wore sort of like a shirt like this or something. It's not really smart. I mean, it's just a short sleeve jobby. So I went up there. I was like this. I was chucking it down. Sat in there for 20 minutes, half an hour, just chat really. Like I say, I'll go into it in more detail, but they come back to me about 10 days later and said, "You got the job. We're going to accept you onto the driver training program." So I am due to start with them on the 13th of July. So less than 3 weeks away, and I will be starting with a new company. As I said, I'm not going to mention any names at the moment, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to record with that company yet. I haven't asked them. Obviously, I'm not going to jeopardise anything. I was supposed to start with them on the 1st of April, but due to the lockdown and all that stuff that's been going on, they decided to push back my start date, which meant that I was with my previous company for a bit longer. So yeah, I do have a job to go to, providing I pass my driving lessons, my tests and all that. I've got my practical test and then my Mod 4 test as well, and I will try my hardest to record that. I get the GoPro in a few days time, just under a week, so hopefully we'll have some decent footage as well, instead of using my phone or a spare phone. There's a DAF rigid just gone past, and yeah, hopefully they'll let me record. If it's the guy that interviewed me, it's going to do my training, which he said it was, but that was back in April. I think he'll let me do it, unless the company are really adverse against that. Obviously, I'm not going to, record in secret, because I'm not, that's not right. I lose my job doing that. So, yeah. If you've got any questions, let me know. I waffled on for too long now. It's over 10 minutes, nearly 11 minutes. So I'm going to head off and get home. So I picked up my shopping. So yeah, any questions, let me know. Any comments, let me know. And if you've got any, any tips for me, because I'm going to start my training very soon. I don't know how long they're going to wait to get me in and do the training, because obviously driving test is still suspended until the 22nd of July. But that's for cars, so I don't know about HGVs. I may be in the warehouse for a couple of weeks. They might be getting me out in one of their little vans they've got, which I can drive on my car licence, which would be good. It'd be nice to get out on the road and actually work for them. That'd be nice. If that's the case, like I say, I'll ask if I can record, and hopefully they will. They'll be okay with that. But yeah, hopefully they'll get me to my class 2 as soon as possible, and I will bring you along with the journey if I can. If I can't, then obviously I'll do videos like this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're going through the same thing as I am. I'm going to go home now and have a coffee, and I will see you guys later. So, yep, see ya.